are rolling. Alpha is starting to fall into the clutches of both Defiant and Colt. Blink closing in on Dark here through the first sector. Hawk has taken the lead back and is pulling away from Clear. And Magnum has fallen all the way back to dead last. They need to get by Black Rose for the overall silver. Passing opportunity for Zoro. They fake inside, go outside, and have the lead. Looks to the outside. Now to the inside. It's not gonna happen. The new duo, Bedlam and Magnum, are your Season 2 champions. Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over and the MSFC is back for its third season. We are here at the track of the Night Raid, the Nocturnal circuit, the first time it has appeared in the MSFC. Let's see how this 16 teams, 4 new expansion teams this year, will kick off the third season. And as for the rules, still 4 marbles will make it to the quarter 2, so much tougher to get into the Balfour Pole. And leading us off, it will be Kinesis, the hometown hero for the Night Raid. Season 3 is underway. Kinesis through a more technical first sector, very reminiscent of the original Shroudwater Bay track. Kinesis is across the first sector at 11.60 through the long swooping corner there and through the second sector. This is where the lap begins to pick up in speed. 23.16 through the second sector. Kinesis, 4th place in individuals in Season 2, but has yet to see truly a good performance in front of her home crowd. I don't really know, this is the first time we have raced here, how that time will stack up. 38.98. Kinesis sets the time to beat, and I would bet that it's a good one with how good this marble is. And next up, we'll get our first look at one of the expansion teams. It is the Western Warriors, new expansion team. They have their duo of Baron and Tyrus. Their representative today is Baron, and actually looking quick through the first sector, I would say, at least compared to Kinesis. But how will the time shake out? Lost a bit of their speed, but still 7/10 in front of Kinesis. Kinesis, a very formidable competitor. This would be impressive for the rookie if he can keep this time up. Still ahead through Sector 2. What a plot twist this could be if Baron can keep the speed up, but looking slower than Kinesis through the third sector. I don't think he has it. He doesn't. Baron lost it all in the third sector and will slot in behind Kinesis. But he did show that Kinesis' first half of the lap is improvable. 39.31 the time for Baron. Next up, we will see another expansion team. It is the Cherry Bullets. But unlike Baron, who I would say most have not the highest expectations for, we have a marble who many think can be very impressive this season. Icarus of the Cherry Bullets. Icarus, very much established in the speed department and proving as much. 1.3 in front of Kinesis through the first sector she is. Icarus, can she keep the speed up through Sector 2? Yes, she can. Purple once again. Icarus, also looking a bit slow through the third sector, but I still think, a bit of a tough bounce there. This will be close. Can Icarus stay in front? Yes, she can! A 38.05, almost our first time in the 37s. Icarus moves to the top spot. Next up, it is the Twilight Terrors, another expansion team, but unlike Baron and Icarus, if you've watched the MSFC, you know who this is. It is Vorpal, star of the Camo Hiders in Season 2, traded to the expansion team Twilight Terrors and looking to prove that what he did in Season 2 was no fluke, but it is not looking great. 1.4 back through the first sector for Vorpal. What an incredible rookie year it was. If we had a Rookie of the Year award, that would have absolutely gone to Vorpal. It was an incredible season. 1.6 back, though, through the second sector. Season 2 is in the past. Vorpal needs to really nail this third sector, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Vorpal, I would be surprised if this stays out of last, and it will not. The first time in the 40s so far. 40.60 Vorpal to 4th out of 4. And finally, it is Lucifer. Lucifer, like Baron, is a rookie, a true rookie, both in the MSFL and MSFC. The first round pick, first ever draft pick in franchise history for the Thanatons, looking to prove his worth here in circuit racing. Lucifer looking pretty good, actually, through the first sector. Can he keep the speed up? Lost a bit of it towards the end. 8/10 back of Icarus's time through the first sector. Trying to get some momentum built up. Staying just about a second back, now a bit over a second. 1.4 back. How will the third sector shake out? Looking better, but I don't think this is going to challenge either of the top times, and it will not. And in fact, lost a bit of his speed towards the end. He's able to stay out of last, but it will be 4th out of 5 for Lucifer with a 40.26. And now that all of the expansion teams and the host team has gone, we will go in reverse championship order. Now up, it is Colt of the Shadowhunters, and Colt, an absolutely dreadful Season 2. But you would be incorrect to count this marble out. He has spent a lot of time working on his game and in racecraft, and he has seen some improvements in his gradings. We'll see how he does here. 8/10 back through the first sector. That first sector that Icarus set seems to be extremely impressive. Colt. 1.0 back. Didn't lose that much time through the second sector. Rather promising. Can Colt keep his speed up? Not looking particularly blazing here through the third sector, though. A bit slow through that chicane. How will the time shake out? He's able to stay under 40 seconds, but not by much. It's a 39.73 for Colt that will slot him mid-pack. And next up, it is Glaive. Glaive has been a rather average to below average racer thus far throughout their MSFC career, but for the first time in their MSFC career, they are not going to be the perceived number one racer heading into the season, as Glaive has a new teammate in Season 3, and that is first round pick, third overall pick, and a marble that looks to be a very serious threat in Season 3, Revo. Glaive 10.80, 5/10 back, and now 9/10 back through the second sector. Glaive not looking too bad. Not a super standoutish time either, but Glaive trying to just keep it steady through the third sector, and I would say they're doing a good job of it. How will this time shake out? Hang on, a 38.79. Glaive will move into second place with a very nice third sector. Glaive into P2. And next up, it is the Iron Brotherhood, and this team has seen both of its Season 2 racers leave, trading away Tartarus and Clear leaving in free agency. It is Spectra for them today. Ampersand is their teammate, and this duo very much perceived as an underdog, but we'll see what they can do. But Spectra, already over a second back through the first sector, needs to pick up the pace here. Through the chicane out of the swooping corner, this is not looking good. 2 seconds back, Spectra is. This is not going to be salvageable. Even with a good third sector, I would be very surprised if this time does not slot into last place. And Spectra making it all but certain with this final sector. Across the line at 40.98, and that will slot into last place for the Iron Brotherhood representative. Next up, from a team that has very low expectations to one with pretty high expectations, it is the newly rebranded Buccaneer Bounty, formerly the Wyvern Rumble. For the third season in a row, Black Rose will have a new teammate, and this season it is rookie Kazuki. Kazuki, very obvious talent, particularly in terms of speed. 8/10 back through the first sector. Kazuki feels like they're tailor-made for this if they can keep up with their endurance through 6 grueling Grand Prix. Kazuki still 8/10 back through the second sector, keeping up with Icarus's second sector. No easy task. Kazuki This looks like a time that could slide into P2, losing a little bit of their speed. I don't think they're going to be able to keep up their time. They aren't. 39.49. That will slot them into 5th place. Kazuki just bled a little bit too much time there at the very end. But still a mid-pack time. Not too bad. Next up, welcome back to the Icy Hots, Vertigo. First and foremost, the Icy Hots almost so close to a championship in Season 1 with their duo of Vertigo and Nova. Then Vertigo traded to the Pantheon, but the Icy Hots quick to trade back for the Superstar. One of the best racers this series has to offer. 7/10 back of Icarus, not too bad. Vertigo. 5th in individuals in both Season 1 and Season 2. A plethora of race wins and podiums to his name. 1.2 back through the second sector. Not horrible, but needs to pick up the pace a little bit. Looking good through the third sector, though. Vert looking quick through the bank turn. And with a 39.03 just behind Kinesis. Vertigo, a tad bit of a disappointing time, but you're not going to complain. P4 so far through the first 10 racers. Next up, and a duo that many have very high expectations for, the Motown Madness. Today it is Dart. Dart has been a rather average MSFC racer thus far, but has seen improvements both in their raw speed and their long-term endurance, something that really hurt them in Season 2, particularly in the second half of the season. How will Dart do here? Oh, about a second back through the first sector. Dart paired with Zoro once again. 1.5 back now. Bleeding a little bit of time. Can Dart. Look at that. Very different approach there to the third sector. Might be paying off for him. How will the final time shake out? Not fantastic due to the first 2 sectors, but he stays out of the basement. Currently 7th place that will slot him into. And next up, it is the defending racer champ, Blink of Starry Sky. Blink broke a numerous records in their their racer championship winning season. Most race wins, most pole awards in a season, most points in a season. It was an incredible season, and Blink is purple through the first sector. Blink has a new teammate, by the way, this year. First it was Eclipse, then it's Zero, and now it's Augment. We'll see what Augment can do, but you better believe that Augment can be sure that they have a good teammate, and Blink is still ahead of Icarus's time. Can she keep it up through the third sector? Icarus's third sector was not that great, but Blink looks to be making the same mistake through the chicane. This is going to be very close. Across the line! Just loses P1 thus far, but it's still easily enough for second place for Blink. Very likely that she will be in the battle for pole with a 38.27, second place. Next up, it is Hero of the Camo Hiders. Hero, a very impressive rookie season, but has gotten even better since then. Seen improvements in his raw speed and in other areas. Watch out for Hero. Many analysts are picking him as a potential favorite to win the racer title this year, and the Camo Hiders very much in preseason title discussions. Hero just 5/10 back through the first sector. Pretty good. Looking to keep the speed up. I would say they're doing a pretty good job of it. And in fact, a purple second sector for Hero, dead even with Blink. Can he keep it up through the third sector? This will be close. Looking decently quick. I don't know if it's going to be enough for pole, though. It won't. But a 38.52, likely to make it for battle for pole. In third place thus far. That will knock out Kinesis. She will not be in her home tracks battle for pole. Next up, it is the Pantheon with rookie Low-Key and the Pantheon, despite having such a good Season 2, finishing in third place, a very valiant effort to their title defense. It is a complete overhaul for their roster. Vertigo was traded away and the team has opted not to bring back Alpha. It is rookie Low-Key and Season 1 representative for the team Icon. Low-Key just 2/10 back through the first sector. And Low-Key still just 7/10 back. This will be close for a potential battle for pole spot. Can Low-Key get some momentum built up, but a bit slow here through the third sector. I don't think this is going to do it. It won't do it. Low-Key lost it all in the final sector. Devastating for Low-Key. They will fall into fourth from the back now with a 40.03. Tough break there for Low-Key. Had a really good lap going. That means that Icarus and Blink are into the battle for pole, but you must be sweating right now if you're on the bubble currently, like Hero and Glaive are. First up, it is Electra. Electra, the racer, runner-up in Season 2. What an incredible season she had. Looking to prove that she is one of the best racers this series has to offer. And Electra, 8/10 back. Nothing particularly great through the first sector, but picking up speed. How will this second sector time shake out? Looking pretty quick coming out of that left-hander. It is an improvement. 6/10 back through the second sector. Can Electra build up some speed? Looking pretty quick here. Pretty quick through the chicane. How will the final time shake out? I don't believe this will be a pole, or will it? 38.36. She almost got there with a great end of the lap. In third place, Electra's into the battle for pole. Hero is on the bubble and Glaive is out. And lastly, it is Bedlam. Hero, the last marble in the good right now, but how confident can you really feel about being in that position when Bedlam is up? The racer champion in Season 1, third place in Season 2 as an individual, and of course, won the team championship with Klaus. And Bedlam just a 10th back through the first sector. Bedlam, probably the best racer that the MSFC has had to offer through the first 2 seasons, but looking a bit slow there. Only 0.5 back, but looking a bit slow coming out of Sector 2. How will Sector 3 go? This has, at least so far, been favored towards Marble with better speed, but Bedlam, slow coming out of the chicane. He's not going to do it. 39.44. It's not going to happen for Bedlam. It's not the worst qualifying spot in the world, but he'll slot in currently in 9th. Hero is into the battle for pole. It will be Icarus, Blink, Electra, Hero to battle it out for the first pole of the year. Here we go. The 2-lap battle for pole. It is Icarus battling it out with 3 of the best from last season. Electra, Blink, and Hero, but it is Blink getting the better jump off the belt, as Blink often so does. Hero having to defend off Electra, who had a bit of speed built up there, but Blink with a lot of breathing room right now. As they head through the second sector, now speed picks up and you have more opportunities to pass. Electra gives a bit of a push there to Hero. Both of them closing in on Icarus. Electra briefly at third, not able to hold on to it, and she completely stalls out. It looks like it's going to be 3 marbles side by side on the belt for second. Who gets the better jump? It's Icarus. Can she hold on to the spot? Hero faster, but not able to make the pass. And now Icarus trying to set up the pass on Blink. Hero with some momentum, though. Right back in on Icarus. Through the second and third sectors, Icarus almost had the pass. Gets a bit of a push there from Hero. Does she have enough momentum? Not quite. She has to back out of it. Will she get another chance? I don't think so. Blink blazing through the third sector, and she is going to do it once again. Blink wins pole at Nocturnal Circuit. Icarus will be on the front row next to her, with Hero in third and Electra in fourth. Good luck.